Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Oshi no Ko Season 2, Episode 13. This is the finale for now. I have no idea when the show's coming back. I don't know if there's any dates revealed. I haven't looked anything up because I try to avoid spoilers. But I love the show, so I will try my best to pick it up, depending on what's going on, and sometimes my schedule is crazy. But it may come back as a airing show, because I always have at least one show I'm doing that is from the current anime season that is going on. So maybe this will be the one that gets picked up when it comes back, or I'll try to fit it in shortly after, if anything. So either way, last episode killed me. I feel so bad for Ruby. You know, we spent the episode reminiscing, and then right at the end we had Ruby just still had that dream of hers to run into Aqua's former life and everything because of all that he did for her in her life, her past life. Sorry for my voice, and ended up just finding that corpse because this freaking raven or crow or whatever it is took the key and flew her in there and everything. But like who's that one girl that seemed to be narrating but seems to like know? I did have a theory of like what if she is someone who also reincarnated, which is why she's like she knows, like, reincarnated with her memories still, and that's why she knows it's like a possibility or something. I don't know. And since she has like the white, well, no, because Aqua and Ruby look different than they looked in their life. So I was gonna say, like, does she have like the white hair because she's like the father of the guy that Aqua thought was his father, the father of Taiki or whatever, Taika or whatever his name is. So yeah, I don't know. Like, could it be like the reincarnation of him into this like young girl or something? Probably not, but I have no idea. She somehow like knew about it or whatever. Are we gonna get answers to that? Is Aqua gonna find out his dad's alive in this episode, like I theorized? We're just gonna have to watch the episode and find out. We're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, I'm not ready. I wonder if Ruby is gonna keep this to herself or say anything to Aqua, and if Aqua finds out, you know. I mean, Akane was there too, so maybe Akane will tell Aqua. I wonder how long we're gonna go for Aqua and Ruby to find out about each other too. And here comes Ruby. Yep. All right, let's go. Oh, she reported it. Okay. Wow. So Aqua will find out. Oh, is he there? Was he there in the back? Yeah. Okay. Wow, right off the bat. I don't know why I didn't even think of reporting it to the police. I feel like anime characters just usually like deal with things themselves and never report it. Oh. Hmm. I wonder how many people thought the star in their eyes were real all the way up to the point to when it faded from his eye. Damn. Damn. What? What? Really? Huh. Man, I wonder if Akane's ever gonna find out about his reincarnation. Yeah, she didn't. Hmm. Oh, his face. Oh, damn. Oh, Akane. Your best girl. Oh. Oh, come on. Hmm. Is she gonna break the news? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no, poor Kana. Oh no, poor Kana. I'm happy for Akane, but the problem is Akane knows the loophole, right? Look at her little hat. To, like, to keep your hair, like, nice while you sleep or something. Shit. Uh... No way she's really seeing this, right? Okay, she's just like... What? Who are you? A big no-no. Why does she always have the birds? Who is... Yeah, who are you? Hmm... What? No, go back to that! Is she gonna... Is she gonna have to do like I did and like putting on a front, you know? I feel like Ruby has been genuine this whole time, whereas I kind of like put on that smile, you know, and had to like figure out the best way to fake the smile for the audience. I wonder if Ruby's gonna have to fake it because she's upset now. Oh my god. I don't know which one's worse. Mm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Uh, uh, not gonna break that news to Ruby yet, are you? Talking to the wrong person. Aqua's the one that does that. Ruby just lives her life. Oh. Oh, man. Damn. Freaking birds. Ruby does not look well. Hmm. Damn. What is with the birds? Do they mean something, or...? Damn. Wow, is she getting the urge? Yeah, she's getting the urge for that revenge. Wow. Oh shit. Oh my god! That's even her both eyes. Oh shit. Oh shit. Is this gonna make her interesting? Whoa, look at that image. Oh shit. I mean, he only had it in one eye. She had it in both. I don't know if that's just like her need for revenge is even more. Hmm. Damn. Interesting. Did she want to talk to Ruby or do something with Ruby? I don't know. Akane's so smart. God damn. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, poor Kana has no idea. Oh. That's nice, Akana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel real bad for Kana. Is she gonna take it the other way? I don't know. Is she gonna think that, like, it's officially broken off now? Versus them actually dating? Oh, Ruby was awake. It's in both her eyes still. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, is she gonna figure it out? Oh shit. Oh shit, yep. She still hasn't put the pieces together that it's her father, right? She just thinks it's this other person. Hmm. I kind of wish we got a little more on what was her name? The lady that was like, Anemone. Uh, I wish we got a little more on what she saw when she was looking at Ruby there. Like, Like, I know the art and everything, but hmm. Hmm. Bonk, bonk. Hmm. Ooh. Oh shit. Damn. She's hoping Aqua's the one to find him. Oh. You get to see their music video? I wonder. Ooh. Ruby's eyes are still dark, I think, in this video, huh? Oh shit, look at. Whoa. Yeah, that's the image she was using from that moment. It's really interesting having Ruby look this way. It's such a contrast to I. Like, she's saying the problem with Ruby is she's imitating, right? Oh, it's so creepy. Every time I see it. Is a trippy music video. No. 20 million? Yeah, I'd say. Half a year. Hmm. Damn. Wow. Alright, guys. We'll watch the outro, make sure there's nothing after, as per usual, but man, my prediction of Aqua finding out did not come true, but Ruby found out so much more and just went super dark with it, and, you know, like, just both her eyes went from having the one bright glow to just dual dark the whole time. There was like, it's really interesting because I think there were one or two shots in the music video that Ruby's eye was normal, which leads me to believe it might have been before. They might have got those images before she found out this info, right? And then since she found out that info, there's that like darkness in her eye, even in the music video. And I wonder, like, because usually, like, the bright shining stars in the sky, in the eyes and everything, like, is like how people like view the person on the set too. Like, they see eye shining like a bright star when she was on stage, right, with her two like bright star eyes. With Ruby being in like a cheery music video like that, but having that like darkness in her eyes. I wonder, like, how people are gonna take that. I mean, obviously it seems to be received well, so but ooh, we do have after credits. This is why we watch, just in case. Oh, is this back with his death? Wait, what? Is this is the father, isn't it? Like he's got the evil eyes. Jesus. Well, damn. Okay. That is it, guys, for episode 13. So that was that the woman who would have been what's his name? Himikawa's mother? Is that what she looked like? Are we seeing back to that moment? Is it possible that like she could have reincarnated as that little girl? Is that a possibility? And that's why she like knows shit. Like, I'm just trying to figure out who that little girl is. I feel like that little girl has to be like someone who is reincarnated, right? Like, just because she knows so much. But like, who was reincarnated? Like, I mean, at one point I was like, could it have been I? Like, I died later than everyone else. What if she was like reincarnated? Right? That'd be kind of crazy. And that's how she knows that this like happened on the roof and all this stuff that went down here and everything. I don't know. But yeah. Damn. Okay. So, with that, I do want to go back. What episode was that? I want to go back and see if that was the girl. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. Irie Himikawa, right? Episode 210, I have it written down. Let's jump back to that episode and can we find oh okay, no, that's definitely not her. So wait, who was that girl then? Hmm. Was that current time? I mean, that's definitely not it gave me um it gave me for a brief moment vibes of Akane, but that's not Akane, right? So is this just another girl? Like, is this just another eye that he did it with, you know? Like, she has the bright stars in her eyes, too. And does he enjoy, like, sleeping with these bright, hopeful women in this industry and just lead them to their death? Is that like what he gets his kick off of? But yeah, her eyes are a little lighter than Akane's, and her hair is a little lighter than Akane's. So I'm fairly certain it's not Akane. If it is Akane, then they did a very bad job of like. I feel like they purposely juked us by making her look like that, you know. But no, I think this is just someone else. I guess. Um, I want to look at the scene one more time. Oh, there's someone else. There's someone up the hill too. I didn't even see. I was like focused on like the lower part, waiting for subtitles to come up. I didn't see there was someone up there that must have pushed. So if this is modern, we don't know when this took place, but if this is modern, if this is like right now, that means the father still has someone like doing his bidding, not just the guy that killed himself. He has like other people that are willing to hurt these people too. Damn. That's so sad. Well, he still seems so young. But I guess they said he was college age. when I was giving birth, right? I think. So if we assume he was like 19, 20, that would put him at like 36. He still looks fairly young for a 36-year-old, but it's also anime. Um, I guess I'm 33, so. But it's anime, it's hard to tell. But yeah. Well, very fascinating season for sure. With I mean, the whole play in the beginning was really cool too. I loved those moments. It was such a powerful thing, and then we kind of wrapped it up with what happened here, and that just like pushed the storyline of like finding this guy. This show's amazing, but yeah, it seems like with everything in Aqua's mind, with everything wrapped up, he is now willing to start a relationship with Akane, I take it. Which makes me feel really bad for Kana because he took Kana out on that date and she thought like things were going well and stuff like that, and she's gonna be really sad to hear this. But unfortunately it's how it is, I mean, I'm sure some people have their best girls. There's probably some people that are like hate Aqua because he's not with Kana instead, but I'm sure there's some people that are happy that he's with Akane. My point of view is he should be who he wants to be with. It's the same thing when the reverse happens with girls. Sometimes guys are like, "Oh, you should be with me. You should feel obligated to be with me." Because of these reasons. And it's like, if she doesn't like you, dude, she doesn't like you. Like that's just how it is, and stuff like that. And like that's her choice. She gets to make that decision. Same with guys. Like I've seen that double standard where it's like um what show was it? I think it might have been ReZero, right? When Ren confessed her feelings to Subaru, a lot of people got mad that Subaru said I like Amelia, right? Like yes, that was kind of like mean to say in the moment, right? But like what? Like do you think that he should just give up on who he likes to be with her just because she like confessed her feelings just because she likes him? It's like that's not how liking someone works. You gotta like him back, and clearly, Subaru liked Amelia more. And it's that double standard where if it was in the reverse and a guy confessed to the girl and the girl was like, I like someone else, they'd be like, yeah, you go, girl. But when a guy does it, sometimes there's that double standard where they're like, oh, you should just date whatever girl falls for you. Like, no, like he gets to choose too. So anyway, I kind of got derailed there, but yeah. So starting from the beginning, kind of, even though I've kind of already jumped around, but I'm surprised they reported it to the cops. Like I said, I'm so used to anime characters dealing with everything themselves that I didn't even factor the idea that they'd call the cops, but they did. That's really cool, and now it's official. His body has been officially found and everything. We still don't have any more answers to like the crows and like is she somehow manipulating them, or is it just coincidence or fate, or what is it that had the crow lead them to that place, or I have no idea. But I'm really curious about that and more of that little girl and everything. But yeah, she really fanned the flames in Ruby, being like, hey, there were two people. One of them is the guy that killed himself, but there's one other. I also have a feeling she knows who it is. Like, she didn't, or at least she knows that it's their father, right? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe she doesn't, but yeah. And because of that, Ruby still didn't pick up on it, I don't think. I don't think she's even fathomed it. But Akane kinda she was already getting there, and Akane laid that seed also that like, oh, there's someone he wants to meet in the industry. And then that's where Ruby is like, I hope he finds him. But now he's not on that revenge kick. So like Ruby is kind of rooting for Aqua's revenge kick that he's not even on anymore. So I feel like it's a matter of time until something spills the beans. Like, I don't know. I wonder if this if this is a new murder that happened. I wonder if Aqua's gonna see it, like, oh, this person felt like this idol fell off a cliff or something, whoever this was, and be like, this is the same MO that he's already done before, and realize that that like his dad isn't dead, you know. But I wonder how long we're gonna have to go with that. So, um, I liked what the producer lady, or whatever she is, Anemone. I guess I can just refer to her by her name. I don't have to refer to her by her title. But I like what she was saying about the different characters. Like she was talking about Kana, like because Kana now has that attitude of like "look at me" kind of thing, and she's even able to see that. She's very showy. Mem seems to be like holding something back. There's something like very resistant about. So I wonder if there's something more to learn about Mem, or is that just like Mem's personality and that's just how it is, you know? But and then Ruby, who she said there's like nothing too exciting about her. It seems like she's just imitating someone. But then she saw something within her here because this is something new. This is, you know, she wasn't just imitating I anymore. She, you know, suddenly had her own driving factor, which pushed her. That one shot of her like crouched in the water, you know, with like the feathers around her and everything, and just the darkness in her eyes. That's such a cool shot. And we even saw some of it with like her eyes and the tears and everything, like coming into the music video. And I guess that is interesting. Like if you see that in a music video, I'd be like, oh man, like what's going on with her, right? Like I almost think that that would captivate me. At least, you know, I'm a male that's never been into like the whole idol scene, so the whole like cutesy, you know, young girl dancing and like crazy kaleidoscopic colors and stuff like that. Like I never really cared about that. But if I saw like those images of Ruby, I'd be like, ooh, what's eating at her? Like what darkness is she carrying, you know? So I think I'd find that a little bit more fascinating than the other parts of the video. So I wonder if we will follow up on that video because it was very successful. I think I saw 20 million views, if I'm not mistaken, which is a lot. So I really wonder if we're gonna follow up on that video and see like what people liked about it and what people thought about it. Like who like because they always have these kind of competitions of like who came out ahead and stuff like that. Like are more people interested in like Kana, Mem, or Ruby from that video? I wonder. Maybe we won't find out, but yeah, very cool stuff. Um, I'm I'm just blown away. I loved season one, but I think season two like was even better, which is sometimes not the case for me. Sometimes I love season one and then season two is like more of the same. It was good, you know, but in this case, like I really loved the Akane stuff in season one, and some of the Kana development in season one. And there were a lot of other moments that I did like, but like season two just had so much more of all of that, and like the way they portrayed things in season two was fantastic. Like they did it a bit in season one as well, but like the way they use like with the play with the art, like that moment when Himakawa stepped onto like the little where they were all practicing and just like took a step and just slapped paint across like Kana, like that artistic visualization and stuff like that was awesome. The stuff they did with what was his name? Melt? Was that it? Or am I thinking about the wrong show? Yeah, Melt. The stuff they did with him was awesome too. Like that development of him being like the underdog actor, not very good and everything, but he mastered that one thing in the play, and that one thing was awesome. So I'm really excited now that I've finished season one, because I started watching reactions to season one and two, and then I just kind of I think I got caught up to where I was at one point, and then I just kind of stopped. I look forward to going back and finishing the reactions I was watching. Now that I'm caught up to everybody else, so that's really cool. But anyway, yeah, I I loved it all. It's a really good show. It had me in tears several times, or very close to tears several times, and it, you know, I just feel so bad for these kids, especially like Aqua. I feel like knew what he was getting into from the beginning, you know, with the whole revenge thing, and he already knew that he himself was dead, and he already, I mean, technically he knew that Serena was dead too because she died before he died, you know. So like he didn't live with that, like, I mean, I guess he's now living, it's kind of the opposite, right? Like, he knew that his father was alive and had that revenge story from the beginning. He didn't, like, live thinking someone else was alive. But now he found out that his father's dead when he really is alive. So, Aqua's kind of having, like, the reverse of what Ruby's gone through, where Ruby's went this whole time hoping that she can become an idol and that, the doctor will see her as an idol and want to be her fan and hope to, like, draw her attention, which might be part of the reason why she's been mimicking Ai this whole time, might be because she wanted to draw the attention of Goru. But now that she knows he's dead, I wonder if she's gonna go, like, a complete different direction. We'll see. Or if, like, because Ai is still, like, her favorite and everything, she worships Ai, if she'll still, like, do the mimicking stuff. So I don't know, but it's really interesting how, I just I feel so much more bad for Ruby. Maybe that's, like, a little bit of sexism aside, where I feel bad for girls more than I feel bad for guys. It's like, he can just grin and bear it, even though I know it's a terrible thing, because guys shouldn't have to do that. Guys should be able to express their feelings and should get that level of sympathy too. But I just felt so much more bad for Ruby, thinking that someone she really liked this whole time and hope to meet again someday is just dead and murdered. So, and it's also fresh for her. Like, Aqua has lived with this since he was a baby, right? And he's had that sentience since he was a baby, so it's not like, oh, that's only, like, recent years, but it's like all 16 years or however old he is. He has known the desire for this revenge. Or not 16 years, because he was like 3 or 4 or something like that when I was murdered, so, but either way, that's when, like, his revenge kick started. But yeah, so um but now this is all just so fresh for Ruby. She's just finding this out, and it's just like those fires are just gonna be super flamed. So I just wonder if, like, Ruby's gonna confront Aqua at some point and be like, "Hey, like, how's your revenge plan going?" And he's gonna be like, "What, you know about that?" Kind of thing. And he's like, "Oh, I stopped that a while ago." And she's like, "Why?" Like, I just wonder, like, will that happen? I imagine at some point before this show ends, they have to find out who each other is, right? So I wonder when that'll be. Will that be part of the way through the season and we get to see more, or will that be, like, the very end of the show? It's like, hey, by the way, I was that doctor. Oh, I was Serena. Oh, wow, cool. Obviously, it's not going to go down quite like that. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm excited for more whenever this show comes back. But we'll see whatever wins the poll and replaces this. I'm watching this a little early. I think I plan the poll to go, like, right up to be about the day that I normally record the stuff. So to give as much time as possible. Unfortunately, the poll's already over if you're watching this on YouTube because of early access and stuff ahead. I need to be ahead and all that. But that's why I mentioned it in my earlier videos. That way y'all could vote then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever replaces this, and I'll catch you guys there. Thank you guys for watching. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen to my Patreon if you want more content, early access on there for 2 episodes ahead. And hit that subscribe button as well if you want to support me for free. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.